Woman's Face, starring Bette Davis as Anna Holm, Osa Masson as Viri Sigurd, Conrad Veidt as Torsten Baring, and Warren William as Dr. Gustav Sigurd. The scene is a crowded courtroom in Scandinavia. All eyes are fastened on the defendant, a strikingly beautiful woman. The charge is murder. The magistrate summons the prisoner to stand before the bar of justice.
Will the prisoner now give her testimony? You may tell your story, Anna Holm.
I was born in the north. We were very poor. My mother died when I was 3, so my recollections of her are very dim. I remember my father better. He drank a great deal. One night when I was 5, he was too drunk to know that he had set fire to the curtains in my room. When I recovered consciousness, I was in a hospital. I heard a voice cold and terrifying.
Nothing more can be done. The child's face will be hideously scarred all her life. How much better it would be if she had died.
Yes, it would have been better if I had died that night. For always after that, I had to live with my horrible, grotesque face. Well, the years passed, and the time came when I must support myself. I applied everywhere.
Miss Holm, I don't know why you'd even think we'd give you a job here. Your face. Well, it must be obvious that your appearance would distress our customers. You are one of the unemployables, Miss Holm. And the sooner you resign yourself, the better.
On my 20th birthday, I came to a decision. The world was against me. I would be against the world. I took a small legacy just left me by my uncle and came here. Opened a small roadhouse on the edge of town. The roadhouse was merely a blind, of course. My real business was blackmail. Yes, pretty little wives are silly little fools. They even sold their jewels to pay me for their indiscretions. After a while, I had enough money to buy anything I wanted, anything except love. And knowing that no man would ever look at me with any feeling stronger than pity, I hated men. Then I met Torsten Baring. He had been entertaining a small party of guests at my roadhouse. There was some trouble about the check, and I was summoned to my office.
How do you do? You are the proprietor?
Yes.
I'm Torsten Baring.
I have heard the name. It is a most notorious one.
Oh, I too have heard of Anna Holm, but no matter. Your manager tells me that my name does not entitle me to credit here.
I am not operating this place for the benefit of names, even the name of Baring.
Why do you hold your hand to your face?
That has nothing to do with the business of the moment.
You have something in your eye, perhaps. Come here, under the light, and let me look.
No.
But I insist.
Please, there is nothing.
There, now take your hand away. Come, let me see.
Very well, Mr. Baring, since you insist. And since I have heard you are a great connoisseur of beauty, look at my face. Take a good look.
Thank you. Now hold very still, Miss Holmes.
Now you know why I cover my face.
Oh, yes, even the smallest particle of dust in one's eye can be very painful.
You are laughing at me.
I'll have it out in just a moment. This is a trick I learned from a friend of mine. She, too, has beautiful eyes.
Beautiful.
There we are. Does it feel better?
Stop pretending. You know there was nothing in my eye. I hate pity.
You're proud and beautiful, Anna Holm. And perhaps the answer of some kindly deity to my prayer. Yes, together we might accomplish great things. There I hope that we may be friends, perhaps more than friends, if you will accept my sincere admiration. Oh, how nice. Do come in.
Mr. Baring, no one saw me come here.
That's a pity. It would have added to my reputation.
As what?
As a most fortunate man. Please, your coat.
I'll keep it on if you don't mind.
But I do mind. Last night you were the proprietor. Tonight you are a guest. And we Barings have a reputation for chivalry toward our guests. Do sit down.
Thank you. Now, what sort of dirty work do you want me to do for you?
But, my dear Miss Holmes.
You sent me your invitation this morning for only one purpose. I see no reason for pretending any other.
Might we not argue about that? Perhaps over a glass of liqueur?
No, I don't drink anymore. It's too dangerous in my vocation.
Tell me, have you ever read this book? The Love Letters of Chopin and George Sand?
Yes. I've read every love letter that was ever published. And that's what I think of love letters.
I like you, Anna Holmes.
Do you?
Yes, because we are kindred souls. Two proud, yet wretched people. By the way, Anna, if you are interested in love letters, you might be interested in these. They were written by a Mrs. Seagate. I think she would give a great deal to have them back. Might I suggest you call on Mrs. Seagate tonight?
Silence. Silence in the court. All right, Mr. Prosecutor.
Miss Holm, isn't it true that you were madly, insanely infatuated with Torsten Baring?
I loved him.
You loved him because he was the first man who ever told you that you were beautiful, even though you knew he was lying.
Yes. Yes, but don't you understand?
Just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor. Now, let's get on with the trial, Miss Holm. When was it you made the acquaintance of Dr. Gustav Seegert?
It was that night after my meeting with Mr. Baring. I took the letters written by Vera Seegert.
And you went to the doctor's house to return them?
Yes. I had decided that a suitable reward for their return would be 10,000 kroner. You see, they were quite incriminating. Mrs. Seegert received me in the drawing room.
But I haven't that much money, Miss Holmes. I couldn't possibly give you 10,000 kroner.
You have jewelry worth much more, Mrs. Seegert.
You wouldn't take my jewelry. It's from my husband, whom I love more than anything in the world.
That is not the way you described him in these letters to another man.
Give me those letters.
I don't believe I would try to snatch them if I were you. Such silly letters. What do you know about love in that miserable soul of yours? Can you imagine loving a man so completely that you surrender everything you have just to be near him, just to have him near you? That is love as I know it.
Love as you know it. How could anyone ever love you? You are ugly, horrible, loathsome.
Now, get me your jewels. Hurry up. I've wasted quite enough time. Where are you? Listen.
Vera, darling, I'm back.
Who is that?
My husband. Quick, please. He mustn't find you here. Hide in the reception room.
All right, but don't you try any tricks.
I won't. I promise you I won't. Hurry. Close the door. He's coming.
See that you don't forget.
Where are you, Vera?
In here, Gustav.
Oh. Well, I got back from the hospital much sooner than I expected. A very interesting case, but really quite simple when I got to the operation.
Oh, you must be very tired.
No, not really.
Oh, why don't you go up to bed? And I'll bring you up some hot chocolate.
Nonsense. In the first place, I'm not sleepy, and in the second place... Listen, what's that?
What was what, Gustav?
That noise.
I didn't hear anything.
Then you're deaf as a post. It was in there, in the reception room. Let's have a look.
Oh, no, Gustav. Oh, don't go in there. It might be thieves.
Who's in there? Speak up.
Gustav, please.
Where's that light switch? There we are. Well, we do have a visitor. A lady snake thief who's had the misfortune to knock over that pedestal in the dark. I advise you not to move, miss.
I can't move, Dr. Seegert. If that's any comfort to you. I twisted my ankle as I fell.
Call the police, Vera.
The police?
Yes, the police.
Oh, but darling, she seems so miserable. And we are so happy, you and I. Why couldn't we let her go?
Really, dear, you do get sentimental at times.
I know it, darling, but maybe it's just because next week is our anniversary. Please, for me, why don't you bandage her ankle and send her away?
Well, I'll see. You get the bandages, and I'll think it over.
Oh, thank you, Gustav. I'll get them right away.
Now, Miss Sneak Thief, let's turn on this lamp and have a look at that ankle. Hello, what's this?
Take that light off my face.
When did that happen?
Mind your own business.
My dear young woman, didn't you know that is my business? I'm a plastic surgeon.
Keep your hands away from my face.
You know, it would be a shame to send a scar like that to jail. This happened when you were a child, I imagine. And a rather beautiful child. Oh, such a pity.
You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart.